Now in this section, we're going to look at my own real life case study where I'll be creating a brand new Facebook ads campaign for a new untested product that I'm going to try and sell on my website, and you can follow me every step of the way. Now, as you will likely already know, what I do is I build Shopify websites and other e-commerce websites, mainly Shopify websites, and I drive traffic to these mainly through advertising on Facebook and Google. So in this section, what I plan on doing is allowing you guys a look over my shoulder at my own methods, my own testing, my own results, real results with a real case study. And it's going to be something that you can sort of just watch as I go along over a period of time. It's probably going to be around 2 weeks to a month that I'm going to record this over. And basically, it's just to show you how everything can come together. Everything that you've learned through this course so far, everything that you've tried, everything that you've heard about or watched me do throughout the course up until now, will be put into practice in a real life, real business scenario. And it's going to be easy for you to go away and do the same on your own website with your own product. So here's what we'll see: the full anatomy of a Facebook ads campaign for a new untested product. And as you'll see, I've got an S in brackets, and that's because I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm going to show you this campaign from start to finish. And I say products because the first product might fail. It's well known that testing products, you find sometimes, and very often actually, that sometimes a product just simply cannot be sold through Facebook ads. No matter how much testing, you just never seem to find the winning method, the winning recipe for that product. And you lose a lot of money, but you get a lot of data. And there comes a point where you just say, you know what, I'm going to try a different product. So that's why I say products. This section might actually show me testing adverts for all sorts of different products if I can't find a winner. And as I say, failure is often part of the testing process, and you will have seen throughout this course, perhaps in the measuring and analysis of results section, that I in fact do run a lot of ad sets that do run at a loss. And the fact is, it's the law of averages. The more ad sets you run, the more likely you are to find a winner, but obviously the more likely you are to have a lot more losers. And having ad sets that don't work is just all part of the system. And you're going to see me launching ad sets and then analyzing ad sets, to killing ad sets that simply don't work and run at a loss, to then finding out which demographics and interests are working, and I'll be narrowing and scaling winning ad sets and the whole campaign, scaling the whole campaign. And I'll be almost completely transparent. I'm not going to show you the interests. I'm not going to show you the product. That's simply because of, for privacy. This is one of my real life businesses, and if you've taken my Shopify dropshipping course, you'll know that it isn't best practice to share with other people in this marketing space what you're selling, because what happens is, and it's happened with things before, is that people see it and they see that you're making a lot of money from it, and then they copy you, and the market just gets saturated for that product. So I hope you understand that I can't be fully transparent in terms of what I'm actually advertising here, but the methods can apply to any product in terms of what types of ad sets I'm using, how I'm analyzing my ad sets, killing, narrowing, and scaling. And obviously, the whole section in itself is very, very transparent. You are going to see the full campaign. And as I said, even if I have a product that I lose a lot of money on because I simply can't find the winning interests or demographic, you're going to see that a lot of people, a lot of gurus specifically that sell, really expensive courses, they only show you what worked for them. They don't show you what didn't work. And I bet there are a lot of things that didn't work for them before they found what worked. In this case, I'm going to show you everything. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You're going to know about it. Things to note. As I said, this is going to be recorded over a period of time. When I made this PowerPoint, I thought it would be a very short case study, 7 to 14 days. I have since gone off and done some, jotting down and brainstorming, and I think it's going to take a minimum of 14 days to record this, because I will basically have to launch ad sets, let them run a couple of days, come back, look at the data, take action, let them run a couple of days again, and so on and so on and so on. I will be using data I already know about my customers. For example, if you are selling a product and you've been selling it for a number of months, and you know through your analytics, be it Facebook ads analytics or Google analytics, that your main customer are males in the US between ages 16 and 40, then you would be able to use that data on all your future campaigns. Now, I have similar data about my customers, and I know the rough demographic, and therefore I won't be testing my product on females, for example, because I know that this is a male product. And if you're selling a product that you have a very strong opinion about who is likely to be interested in this, then obviously don't advertise to the people that you don't think are going to be interested in it. Test the audience that you think is most likely to work first. Also, I already have a lot of lookalike audiences available to use. These are lookalike audiences such as add to baskets, website visitors, top 25%, purchases, repeat customers, lookalike audiences that I've shown you how to create earlier in this course. However, I'm not going to use those lookalike audiences in this campaign. Or rather, I won't just use those lookalike audiences. I will be creating custom audiences, and I will be creating brand new lookalike audiences specific to this product in this section. And you'll see me create the custom audience, and you'll see me use the lookalike audiences I create using the custom audience as a source. I will not be disclosing the exact ad targeting and creative, so I won't be showing you the interests, I won't be showing you the actual ads, and I won't be showing you the product or the website. But I will provide, some info as to how I've gone about the interests. For example, be it magazines or celebrities or competitors, etc. And the type of creative, as far as it goes, whether I've done a slideshow ad, a video ad, a single image ad, a carousel ad. I'll show all spend and all revenue of the campaign in full, and we'll also look at the return on ad spend, and we'll also look at the profit. We'll take into account the product cost as well, so you are going to see the full picture here, not just the revenue. You're going to see the profit. So it'll be in a number of different parts, and part one, as I said very briefly, it will just be me launching multiple ad sets targeting different interests and different demographics or different devices, for example. Ignore the bit about lookalike audiences in the first bullet point. I won't be using the lookalike audiences I've already created from my website as a whole. I've decided I'm going to just use the lookalike audiences that I create through custom audiences that will be built through running these ad sets in this campaign. I'll be running these ad sets at low budgets over a period of around 3 days. However, I am going away this weekend, so it may be 4 or 5 days before I get a chance to look at these ad sets again. I'll be testing all sorts from countries, ages, devices, placements, things like that. And basically what this part is just gathering data for me to use and act on. Analyze the data, see what works best, and then act on that. And actually, we might actually be profitable straight away from this part one, and we may have, a couple of ad sets that are actually making sales and are profitable. That would be the ideal scenario. Obviously, it isn't a typical scenario. Part two, look at the return on ad spend for each ad set so far, and then we look deep into the data gathered using the breakdown tab, as I've shown you how to use it before, from the ad sets to make decisions on what is working the best and what isn't working, and how I should, how I should spend my budget, what I should cut out, and what I should spend more money on. I'll also calculate my total profit or loss. We may be making a loss at this point. So you can see just how successful or unsuccessful we are at that point. And then we'll go ahead and kill any unprofitable ad sets, and we'll narrow or scale any profitable ad sets. Part 3 will be scaling winning ads. We'll be looking at the reports once more after another couple of days to brainstorm where we can duplicate the winners into. So we'll be scaling by either a budget increase on the winning ad sets, the ad sets that are profitable and are driving sales, by increasing the budget by 20 to 25% every 3 or so days. Or we'll be duplicating the ad sets to higher budgets. So say we're running our ad sets at £5 a day, they're profitable, we duplicate the ad set and we put it at £10 a day or £20 a day or £25 a day. Or my favourite, which is the one I'm probably most likely to do in this campaign, duplicate winners to new narrow targeting as per the data, or duplicate the winners to new areas for continued testing. So for example, if we have ad sets running profitably, hitting a specific audience on iPhone, we can duplicate that ad set and we can hit that same audience but on desktop only or Android only, for example. If we are hitting up the UK and we're profitable in the UK, we could duplicate the UK ad sets, but instead of hitting the UK again, we can change it to hitting Ireland, or we can change it to hitting Australia, or we can change it to hitting America. Just duplicating the winning ad sets to new areas to continue testing, and you may find more profitable areas in addition to the one you already have and that you are duplicating from. If this is confusing to you, don't worry, you are going to see me do this. You are going to see me talk about having done this and the results gathered from having done this in this campaign. Part 4 will be scaling continued. We'll be killing any new losers if we have duplicated to new areas to continue testing. We'll be looking at the return on ad spend on any new or duplicate ad sets. We will continue scaling winners, where we've still got a good cost per purchase and are still in profit. And we'll either decrease or maintain budgets on ad sets where we've increased the budget to scale it, but where CPP has increased too. And basically what this will just be removing anything that isn't profitable and just continuing building up what is profitable, continue removing anything that isn't working very well, and just optimizing our budget to what is working best, and we should be hopefully profitable by this point. So that is the introduction to the section. That's how it's going to go and how it's going to play out. If you're ready to watch and see what happens with this real life case study, then feel free to get stuck in and watch the whole section play out.